Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Ajnanantar Gahanapatitan Atmavidyopateshaihi Tratum Lokan Bhavadavashikha Papa Papachyamanan Muktva Maunam Vadavitapinoho Mulato Rishpatanti Shambhor Murtischarati Bhavane Shankaracharya Rupa. Namaskaram to all. At the outset, I would thank the Madras Sanskrit College and the great Vidwans present here for this wonderful opportunity to be able to release my book called Sankarayanam, The Journey of Shankara, at this auspicious place which has been sanctified by the presence of the Kanchi Mahaperiyava and various other Mahatmas. The message there are so many charitrams and biographies on Acharya. So what is new in this book? This book is primarily meant for people who want to understand about the Acharya, who don't know about the Acharya and want a first-hand glimpse of what is the Acharya's life, what are his works, a bird's eye view on the life of Acharya. The second thing is many of the biographies and many of the works on the Acharya take up one stance, take up one viewpoint and express the life through that viewpoint. So attempt has been made here to give as unbiased a view of the life of the Acharya as possible. The main message of this book is that Acharya's avataram came at a time when Sanatana Dharma was in danger of being extinct from Bharatavarsha. The advent of Kumarila Bhatta, Mandana Mishra, all these Mahatmas happened, and then the advent of Acharya happened to rejuvenate Sanatana Dharma. But today, we are in a much greater danger of the extinction and the sustenance of Sanatana Dharma. So there is need for many more Shankaras to come for our generations to protect Sanatana Dharma. The greatest contribution of the Acharya, of course, beyond the Advaita Sthapanam, has been the various activities performed in the form of reconsecration and rejuvenation of temples, of vigrahas in temples, and the second is the Mata Sthapanam. The Mata Sthapanam as a concept came from the Buddha Mata, where they organized the Sangha for the first time. Before then, Sanatana Dharma had sannyasashrama without an institution. Bhagavan Buddha did it for the first time in the form of a Sangha, but it was against Sanatana Dharma. So to counter that, the first institutionalizing happened from Acharya's side in the form of Matha. The key message of this book is that anyone who believes in the principles of the Acharya and follows the principles of the Acharya belongs to Shankara Parampara. Whether these are 4 mathas or 5 mathas or 10 or 15 or 20, all belong to Shankara Parampara. This gives a list of all the mathas that are existing today, and all of them belong to the Shankara Parampara. A very specific imagery has been given here to say that it is important that the Shankara Parampara is like a huge tree. There are many, many branches that have emerged. The Shishyas have got Prashishyas, they have set up matas. Even during the time of Acharya, there were number of disciples even beyond the 4 primary disciples. So, in the state that we are there today, it is important that we stand as one. We stand united to protect Sanatana Dharma without any hard feelings or internal rivalries between any of these traditions and matams. All of these belong to the Shankara Parampara, and there have been enough and more evidences to say that all of these belong to the Shankara tradition. The other aspect that this book brings forth, it doesn't discuss in detail, but it mentions about, are the common misnomers related to the Acharya, one of the primary being the birth of the Acharya. The book clearly says that that is not a point of discussion for us in Sanatana Dharma. None of our rishis have mentioned about their date because they did not want us to know their dates. The content was good enough. But Western research has in turn started this discussion of the date, and that has landed us into a trouble because they are starting to date our Shastras, which are Apaurushaya. And we are required to give a reply to them. So this book, though it doesn't discuss the date in detail, it clearly mentions that the Western research has brought this concept of the AD concept into Shastras, which has resulted in moving of a lot of the events of our Sanatana Dharma into later times. So whenever we are looking at any Shastra in Sanatana Dharma, we must be cognizant that everything in Sanatana Dharma has started from time Apaurushaya. They have always been existing. The Acharya's time has also been for several hundred years, probably more than 2,500 years before. So we need to understand that this parampara has been flowing for a long period of time, and this is important for us to understand that our Shastra and our Dharma has always been existing much before other Dharmas and other Matas came into existence. So that has been the primary objective of this particular book. This is available now in Giri stores here. It's available online, but also those who wish to purchase this is available in Giri stores. Some of the important aspects of this book is that it gives, we speak about the 72 mathas that Acharya did Khandana about. We find a lot of references in the Shankara Vijayas. An attempt has been made to list out the 72 mathas in this book. So we can go through what those 72 faiths were which Acharya did a Khandanam about. The Digvijaya map of the Acharya, not just of the places mentioned in the Shankara Vijayam, but also places that come through tradition. For example, temples like Guruvayur, they don't find mention in the Shankara Vijayam. But the tradition holds that Acharya was the one who set the Puja Vidhanam for the Guruvayur Kshetra, which the Tantris hold till today. So various such informations have been given in this book, which is beyond what is mentioned in the Shankara Vijayas. A list of all Shankara Vijayams and biographies of the Acharya is given. The list of all works of Adi Shankaracharya is given here. And also there is a detailed reference list of the various important stotras and shlokas of the Acharya that is mentioned in this book. So I hope this would be interesting to all Astikas and followers of the Acharya. And with this I conclude this one, and I would like to get this book launched at this auspicious venue. Ram Ram.
Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakrito Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Adi Shankara Bhagavat Padar Pati இன்றைய இதன் நாலாவது மட்டமாக இப்போ இருக்கக்கூடியதான சுவாமிகள் ஒருத்தர் இப்போ சன்னியாசம் வேண்டார். அது இன்றைக்கி நடந்தது காத்தால ஃபங்க்ஷன் தான் தெரியும். அவள் இன்றைக்கி 71வது பீடாதிபதியாக ஆதிசங்கர பாதால் யூனியன்ஸில் 2001 வருஷம் மேலே ஆரம்பித்த இது இனி 71வது தலைமுறையில் பட்டம் வந்ததுங்கிறது பெரிய விஷயம். இந்த இதோட அவளுடைய சரித்திரம் அதுக்கு விளக்கங்கள்லாம் நன்னா வெளுத்து
அவர் சொல்லிக் கொடுத்த அபிப்பிராயத்தை அவர் என்ன விஷயத்தில் எப்படி சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குறாருங்கிற விஷயத்தை பிரச்சாரம் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியமானதாக இருக்குது. இப்போ இந்த சங்கராயணம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு புஸ்தகம் வேறு வெளியிட்டிருக்கா. இந்த சங்கராயணத்தில் ஆச்சாரியால் குருவாயூர்லெல்லாம் போய் அங்கெல்லாம் போயிருக்காருங்கிறது மற்ற புஸ்தகங்களில் இல்லாதது, ஆனால் சம்பிரதாயமாக சொல்லி கேட்டது அந்த விஷயங்கள்லாம் சொல்லியிருக்காங்கிறது ஒரு உத்தமமான விஷயம். சாதாரணமாக ரிசர்ச் பண்ணுறவாள் சங்கராச்சாரியர் எப்போ இருந்தார் சொன்னால் ஏடி இத்தனை அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்லிடுவா. அப்படி சொல்லாமல் 2500 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி இருந்ததாக சொல்கிறது அது ஒரு உத்தமமான விஷயம். ராமாயணம் மாதிரி இந்த சங்கராயணம் இதுவும் சங்கரருடைய சரித்திரத்தை எல்லாருக்கும் போதிக்கணும்.